Dave Burke is the engineering manager for mobile at Google, and he's overseen the development of Chrome to Phone, which has this week officially launched for consumers. Now, Dave, this started as a side project at Google. How did it become this consumer launch, and how do you expect people to actually use it?
Interesting question. It really started out as a 20% for me. Mm-hmm. So at Google, we have this concept that people can spend 20% of their time on side projects. My official role is as an engineering manager, so my 20% time, I think, is mostly spent on aeroplanes. So I often use that opportunity just to hack on different things. And what I wanted to do is kind of two needs. One was to actually address the need of connecting desktop to mobile. But the second was, I was just interested in playing with some of Google's developer tools. So we have a lot of tools that we make available to third-party developers, like App Engine, Android itself as a platform, Chrome extensions. And I just thought this would be a fun project to glue things together and would actually have some utility in it.
Was there a eureka moment when Google realized and you realized that you could take this to the consumer and that it was more than a side project?
I think what happened was I created an early version, I sent it around internally, and then I started getting sort of notes and emails from people going, wow, this is really useful, thanks a million for creating it. And over time, people started using it more and more because it really just addresses a need today. And I guess it just generated some momentum after that.
So nuts and bolts, can you give us a brief description for viewers who are unaware of what Chrome to Phone is and what it does? I mean, essentially, it connects your mobile phone with your computer, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, the background is basically this. Mobile smartphones have become so advanced recently that a lot of us actually kind of live in a parallel world where, half the time we're spending on a desktop or laptop and the other half of the time in a completely different computing environment on a mobile. And yet, remarkably, the two are not really connected, right? They're completely detached. And it's very common that you have something on your desktop that you want to bring to your mobile as when you want to get up and move and go somewhere else. So the classic case is I'm reading something interesting, a very fun TechCrunch article, and I'm busy or late for a meeting.
Thanks for the plug.
Indeed. I need to run out the door, and so you want to send that link to your phone. Mm-hmm. But there's other very concrete use cases. So, for example, maps, right? Like you find a place that you need to go, you get directions on Google Maps, and then you want to send them to your phone ready to go to navigate using Google Navigation or similar.
Right now, primarily, it's to push out maps, directions, web pages to your mobile phone. What other use cases can you imagine, or would you like to plug into this service?
I think one of my favorite ones is pushing phone numbers. So, people often use search engines such as Google today as a kind of yellow pages, right? So you search for the business, you get the business result, you find the phone number. And then from there you call the business. But if you think about it, it's rather strange, right? So it's all automatic, you get your phone number, but then you have to manually transcribe the phone number to your device. And it's kind of strange, right? Like, why do we have to involve biology into this process? It should be just, pure physics. And so with Chrome to Phone, you can select the phone number, press the button, and it'll appear on your phone, and you're ready to dial. I think that's one of my preferred use cases.
What about the next use cases that you want to create?
Well, I can tell you what people keep asking for because we actually open source this project, so we get quite a few suggestions for enhancement. So the first one that came out was Chrome to Phone's great. When can I have phone to Chrome? So this is the reverse case. You're on your phone, you've seen an interesting article, and you want to take it to your desktop. So that's definitely something that's worth looking at.
Are you looking at it right now?
Yeah, I've got a whole list of features, and unfortunately, they don't all fit into 20% time. So we'll have to see. We'll have to figure out which are the best features to do first. The other one is just having kind of historical information. You push different things to your phone. You may want to go back and get access to them. You can do it today directly by bookmarking links that got sent to your phone. But it would be nice if Chrome to Phone listed those. So there are a couple of the features that we'll probably want to add over time.
It certainly makes a lot of sense for users' screens, whether that's a monitor on their desktop or a mobile phone, to be all connected, right? But what about connecting all the screens, say, within your network? So if your friends or family want to push something to your mobile from their desktop, is that going to be a new feature, a way to kind of integrate your entire social network if you allow them to?
I think that's a really good point. I mean, I feel like Chrome to Phone just scratches the surface, and And even that people find surprising. I saw somebody tweeting on Twitter, and they're like, "Oh my God, Chrome to phone is like voodoo," because they didn't think that you could connect devices together. And I think you're right. I think as you go forward and people have multiple devices, like they have tablets and they have their friends' devices. What is the right way to share? I was on the plane yesterday, flying over here, and I wanted to share a document with my colleague on Bluetooth. We both had laptops, similar manufacturer. And it was impossibly hard. It didn't even work, And we're both techies, and it's incredible. I don't know. One of the things I hope Chrome to Phone does is make people think a little bit more about these use cases, and hopefully, product managers will start thinking about different ways to make it easier to share information between devices and between people, as you point out.